Okay, so good afternoon class. Let us start this class to review test question. So one of the test question was, it explained that write an abstract class vehicle, and the abstract class will have an integer type ID and a string type model for this, right? Okay, and then the abstract class would contain, okay, a vehicle detail method that will take two arguments of those integer or the ID that displays the ID and string and model. So this is the very simple, like forget about these stuff, forget about all other these stuff. So we need only this, and the first line, the class, and then we also need this. Anybody has question about this? Many of you did not use abstract keyword. Okay, so without an abstract keyword, a method cannot be abstract, right? So that was the requirement that we told that declare an abstract method name. I gave the exact name, vehicle detail. Okay, vehicle detail, and then it must be abstract. And then when you make it abstract, then your class will be abstract. Okay, some of you, if few of you used abstract A in uppercase, okay, no keywords can be start with an uppercase. Okay, so that but I ignored that since it is your handwriting. Okay, and many of you try to make the declaration or body over here. Is it possible to have a body of an abstract method? No, there is no reason to have a body of an abstract method, right? Okay, so let us start with, for this one, let us start with a non-abstract class. So if I see non-abstract, then I can have a body. Then the problem is here, I don't need to, let me for now delete non-abstract, abstract keyword. If I say non-abstract, then I can have a body, right? Even it is an empty body. Okay, what body do you expect? For instance, that I discussed, we record that it will display your ID and model. For instance, we need at least this sysout system.out.println, right? And here we have same ID and model, field name with exactly same name as our, what is that called, argument list, right? So we should use this operator. So at least we need to, I expect for this method, for instance, it can say ID equal to what? ID, is it okay? Why? There is a mistake here. Think about that. Model equal to class model. Okay, there is a mistake over here, because since ID, this ID and this ID are exactly same name, so we should use this dot ID, right? This dot ID. ID equal to this dot ID and model equal to this dot model. Okay, although this is a mistake, but we avoid this mistake. We did not deduct any point for this, but remember that we need to use this. Either you need to use this, or you need to make a different name of this argument. Since if it is exactly same name of the field name and argument, then we need to use this, right? Everybody understand? Anyone has any question about this? Everyone understand? Okay, that's good. So this is exactly at least one line we are expecting. If you can do more something, for instance, you could do, for instance, ID equal to this dot ID Okay, model equal to this dot, sorry, model equal to this dot model. Okay, same thing, you can do this thing, or even better to do this, or I avoided, I did not deduct any point for this one. Okay, now let us think that what was our requirement. This vehicle method will be an abstract, this vehicle class must be an abstract class, right? So what do we need to do? We need to use abstract, right? ABSTRACT, abstract keyword. So then when you use abstract keyword, then you see that our class is showing an error. That means our class needs to be abstract. If a class contains at least one abstract method, then the class becomes abstract. Okay, so then I need to use abstract keyword, right? And then when I have this class, this method as an abstract, can I have this? Even I cannot have this empty. Even I cannot have this. Because it's showing error, right? So I cannot have this because this is an abstract class. An abstract class never and ever contain a body. Can you remember forever that an abstract class can never and ever contain a body? Sorry, abstract method. An abstract method never and ever can contain an implementation. This is the implementation. Body means an implementation. Okay, so let me, what I want to do, that I'm ignoring this. I'm commenting out, but still I have error. What is the error for? I need to end this line with a semicolon, right? Okay, I can give multiple semicolons, but at least one semicolon. Okay, so this is good. Class is good so far. Okay, anyone has any question about this so far? So since I cannot have this implementation here, so where this implementation will go? Where? In the concrete classes. In another level class, in the base class, in the child class, that we call class called concrete class, that means non-abstract class, that will inherit this vehicle. Any class that inherits this vehicle must contain any kind of implementation. Okay, for instance, I said that my car class will implement, will extend, will inherit. So in case of abstract class, we use extend keyword. Okay, some of you wrote implement. Implement is used for interface. Okay, some of you wrote like extend is in uppercase. I did not deduct any point, but a keyword can never and ever be with an uppercase. Okay, so this is the line public class. Okay, car, it is extend vehicle, right? If it extends vehicle, then it must, you see that it is showing an error. For instance, think about that. For now, think about, I don't have anything. Let me think that it's empty. Okay, for your case it is empty. So then what is the error for? It is showing add unimplemented methods. Whatever method I have, you see that vehicle detail. It came from, this structure came from where? This structure automatically came from vehicle main. Sorry, no, vehicle. In the vehicle class, I have this. So this line. So it came with an empty. You see that empty implementation? It has parenthesis. It has, this is empty. Then it is happy. Okay, but I expected that this vehicle detail method will be implemented with something like, for instance, at least this line of code. at least expected that this line of code. Okay, then this method is done. And then similarly, if you understand same thing, bus class is same thing, exactly same thing, but bus class will be another class, bus. So if you understand car class, then you should understand bus. Exactly same thing. Okay. So this is the implementation. We need this implementation here actually because in the vehicle detail is not implemented in the vehicle class. In the vehicle class, it has only a signature. Okay, this abstract signature, it confirms that anything in order to be any other class, in order to inherit this vehicle, the concrete class must implement this vehicle detail. This is the theme, this is the requirement, this is the objective of using abstract class. An obligation. You know that we discussed that in normal, what is that called? In normal inheritance. And inheritance, normal inheritance has a limitation that it does not confirm that the child will use the inherited property. Then I gave you an example that, I gave a silly example that if I gave a single penny to my son, and even if you have a brother or sister, okay, please do a practice. Try at home. And if you have a brother or sister or niece or someone else, okay, give him or her a penny, 1 penny, just 1 penny, and tell him that I'm giving you this penny, whatever you like, you can do it. Okay, give him every time, and then how about I want to see your feeling. Whenever you give a penny, if he or she throws that out, will you be happy? How about if you are a millionaire? If you are a billionaire, will you be happy? Nobody will be happy. Because you want to ensure that whoever you are giving some money or something, he will utilize that, all right? So in real life, we expect that, and then it is our natural human expectation, right? So in programming, there is the expectation for abstract class. It expects that, okay, when you inherit any class, inherits this vehicle class, it must implement all of its abstract methods, even within empty. Empty means whatever you can do. Empty means whatever you want to do. Okay. For everything in this world, we have some purposes, right? With that purpose, even a friend cannot talk to a friend. Even a son or a daughter does not talk to his mother, right, or father. There are some reasons, everything. So the reason of having an abstract class is that it will ensure that whoever will inherit this class will or must implement this method, but it is so flexible that it is not restricting. It is restricting that whoever implements this one must have this signature. So here the signature is coming signature automatically. You don't need to do while programming. But writing in a hand, you need to do this, and then you need to do some kind of implementation. So anyone has any question so far? You have a question? Okay, same question. There will be similar question in your final. Okay, I like everybody should be able to answer this question. Okay, so let us, I want to do another thing. What is that? Okay. Okay, so I want to do, let us change this abstract class to an interface. For instance, I want to change this, everything, let me do everything, to change this as an interface. So public, oh, another thing is that, let me change it so that in your test question, some of you more, I should give you this lesson for one. Okay. So if I want to make this, you don't need this actually, right? I don't need this. Actually, make it exactly test questions. So I don't. Many of you try to write getter and setter method. We did not ask to write getter and setter. We did not ask to write constructor. Okay. Some of you did redundant. Okay. So then, for instance, this one, and then if I want to card this, I want to put in all in one file, for instance. I want to delete this. Okay, so if I want to make all of this in one file, okay, so then what do I need to do? Even I can do after this class ending, whatever you did in your test paper for handwriting, so we can make another class. But you know that in computer file, in one program, you cannot have multiple public classes, right? So only one of them will be public. So you cannot have public here. You see that if you give public, then it will give you an error. You cannot have more than one public class per file. This is actually a house head. If there are two heads, more than one head of a house, then there will be chaos. We expect that either our mother or father plays the household, like what is that called? House head role, right? And everybody follows him or her. So if you do your class right there, and for instance, if you do like that another class, no problem. You can make another class, card 2. Same thing. So remember that when you write, then you should not have more than one public class at a time. You understand? Okay. And let us do, I want to change this abstract class to an interface. So what changes we need to do? Think about. I want to change this. The same questions I want to make with an interface, not an abstract class. Okay, so let me make another package. Let me put in a separate place. Package. Spring 2019 test 2 interface. Okay, so then for instance, I need this vehicle, but this time I want this vehicle as an interface, not an abstract class. Can anyone please help me? What change we need to do? Only a few changes I need to do. Okay, another thing that in order to make instead of abstract, what we will do? Interface. Okay. Then what is the error here? So an interface is 100% abstract. So it does not need abstract keyword. Huh? No, it's public is needed. Public is means that if you want to have it accessed from outside or not. You can make it default. That is not an issue. So then I need to delete class, right? So some of you wrote interface class. Can an interface be a class? Can a class be an interface? Okay, so remember that, but we are ignoring this mistake. We have ignored this mistake. Some of you wrote like this way, public interface class. Okay, so then, okay, then another thing is that it is showing an error over here. An interface, okay, everything in an interface, a field is final actually. So you need to assign a value, even if you put 0 and model equal to maybe empty, but we did not give this. For instance, if you want to do, did you notice that the error first time it came? When I say interface, then it is showing error here, right? What is the error here? The blank final field ID may not have been initialized. So it must be initialized with any value, either 0 or 1. Okay, when it was an abstract class, I could put empty, non-initialized. But because when it is interface, then we must assign it. Even a non, this is a string, this is empty string, right? So far this is good, right? So people in general say for naming convention, people in general put the all interfaces starting with I. So that people quickly know that this is an interface. But that is a naming convention, nothing else. It is not a required thing. Okay. Now what my class will be, what my car class will be. Then then we need to you need to inherit this one through either a class or another interface. Actually, let me make it a concrete class. So we want to say just same car. Let me copy this same car class from here and put it here. Let me copy this car and then put it here. Okay. So here, what do we need to do? This line. There will be a change in this line. What is the change will be? Can anyone please tell me? In case of interface, what do we write here? Implements. Then I actually rename the vehicle to I vehicle, right? Is good? Yes. Yes, in C# it is colon. In C sharp it is colon. This is good, everything is same. So in order to convert an abstract class to an interface, what do I need to do? Use interface keyword instead of abstract class. Okay, I'm telling, some people said class interface, some people said interface class. Okay, actually what I want you to do practice. Without practicing, okay, without practicing you cannot understand. You need to do some practice. When you are going to practice, then you will see some error messages, and when you want to fix your error message, then you will understand. From the very beginning of this course, my goal was to teach you GitHub, so that even I am putting all of my course in GitHub, and then I encouraged you to create your own GitHub account. And I told you from the beginning, if you face any problem in your program, put it in your GitHub account and send me your GitHub account. Then I will work for you, or add me as a collaborator to your program, to your project. Then I can help you. I can help to fix some errors of your program. But so nobody sent me any code so far. So what else I can do? I can help you. Is there any efficient way that I can help you? Yeah, please let me know. Maybe next class I will bring the sticky note. Yeah, please let me know. How do you like me to teach? So even if you think that like recording this lecture video is not helpful for you, I will stop recording. I don't need to waste my time. Okay. So I interface. Okay, so let me do another thing. So if I want to make another bus, I want to make another bus object, bus class, that will, so what I'm doing, just copying and pasting. I am making bus, this one. So then what I need to change here, just same thing actually. Okay, this is actually bus, right? This is car. Okay, and the implementation will be same, the vehicle detail. So what new is here? So in an interface is 100% abstract. Okay, so now let us go to the main method. Okay, so vehicle main method. I don't have any mains so far here. And let me rename it. Rename this main as I'm putting Alt Shift R to rename this. Okay, I vehicle, and then pressing enter. Okay, so it is showing me an error. You know the error? What do I need to fix here? I need to change vehicle to I vehicle, right? Okay, then this is fine. And then is this line okay? So this line is not executable. Even if I change I, this line is not. The error is here because I vehicle is an abstract. Sorry, an interface. An interface cannot be cannot be used to create an object. Okay, and an abstract class cannot. So this here, right? This one was wrong, right? So you cannot have this. But you see that this is the valid line. You see this line is valid. So for instance, if you run this program, then what it will give you? Okay, so it is giving you model equal to empty. Okay, because I did not implement this one here in my car class. So the okay, problem is here. I need to do this. Okay, no, that was final, right? Okay, I need to make ID change here. I need to make this is final. For instance, I need to do ID equal to, for instance, 101 model equal to Toyota something like this. But this part is critical a little bit, but for our simplicity we did not ask to like this. Or maybe there is something else. Okay, so I'm not going through this. Okay, then let me go through the another one for the string operation. I expect that everybody would be able to do this. Okay, so for this one, string operation OOP. Okay, so I discussed the string substring method, right? I explicitly wrote that substring method. This will be like this one. This will be like 7 to. This will be like 7 to what? What is the ending point? 13. Right? Okay. So it would actually, so then it would give the answer to here. This is 0. This is 1, 2, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is O, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So many of it is right. So it should O, B, J, E, C, T, and that's plus. Okay, the interesting one is how about this one? How about this one? Yes, how many get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, including space, there are 18. So should I consider the space or not? Yes or no? Okay, so you say if I consider the space, then it becomes 18. If I consider the space, then become 18. Should I consider the space or not? Yes, like some of you wrote 17. So what should I do? We are not giving any point for 17, okay? Because I thought it's considered either you don't know how to count or you did not consider the space. Okay? And some of you, a few of you wrote like this way. You gave intentional, I don't know, space over here. Should I give point for this one? In my class, I mentioned that clearly that if you write this way, you will not get point. Because this empty space is considered another character, right? For string operation, be careful when you do handwriting. Okay, no excuse is acceptable that if you do like this way. Okay, for this one, it was very simple, right? How many? 0 to 5, right? This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like its output was like this. Okay, how about this one? This means here, what is the length over here? This means here you will go, this is exactly, this means like this, substring. These two are same exactly. These two are same. Not same? No, no. Not in Java and C#. Okay, sorry. This was actually substring of 2 to, what is length minus 3? What is length? 0, 1, oh sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 minus 3 equal to 14, right? It was like this, 14. And this one is like 2. What is the length? 17, right? It was like this. So first one is object dash, second one is object orientation 18 without any space. Okay, and then this one is this, and then this one, how many characters go? Mississippi. So it starts from 2, right? This is 0, 1, 2. SSI 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many characters I do have? What is 14? Oh, up to, it is going up to 13 characters. Up to 13 characters, right? Okay, so this is the, because this is starting point. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is 13 character, and it is starting from 0, 2 characters from here. Okay, and then for C#, there is a little bit difference in some of the output, because in C# the difference is here. So this line, this one, and this one, if it, I told that if it does not, substring method does not start from 0, then there is a difference between C# and Java. So people who know C#, they actually did right, most of them. You know that. So in C#, this one, right? This section. Actually, this is not your program. That is another section. This is the program. C#, in C#, this is your program. So if I run it, here I got this up. So here first one came out until orient T, and then this one is same, this one is same. What is my Java output? So anyone has any question about this? Okay, I like you to test again with these questions in final. Okay, with string operation and abstract class and interface. Most likely you will get at least 2 questions in your final from these 3. So remember that, please keep your note that at least you will get 2 questions from my discussion. What else we have in our test? Okay, so in our test we have also polymorphic expression, right? So we discussed polymorphic expression, right? We reviewed polymorphic expression, right? So this is never and ever correct, because an abstract class or an interface can never and ever be used to create an object. Okay, and then this one is incorrect because what is the reason? Can anyone please help me? Sorry? Yeah, type mismatch, right? A car cannot be a bus. Remember that? A car cannot be a bus, okay? And okay, even I say like this one. So how about this one? If I say car like C22 equal to new bus, how about this one? How about this one? Is it correct or incorrect? Incorrect, right? Same thing, a bus type object is not a car type object. So very simple, you know that if you remember the block diagram figure that I discussed, then this should be easy. Sorry. Oh, sorry, my time is over today. Is it over? Yes. Okay, so in the next class, okay, there are a few announcements. Okay, so this week I'm cancelling my office hours. In case you need something, please email me. Okay, I have a family issue, so then and check in order to come to your next class. I hope I will be able to come in. But check your announcement on D2L. If I say that I'm not able to come in class, then I will maybe one thing that in case I cannot come in, I can teach this class from home with my WebEx. Then in that case, I will send you an email. In your email or notification, you will find a link. In order to join this class, you need to click on that link. Okay, WebEx link. Okay, but hopefully I will cover, but I'm cancelling my office hour this week. And remember that 27th is the last date in order to withdraw this course without any W, right? Okay, and that don't take decision immediately. By this, maybe by tomorrow you will see your grade for this one. Then still we will have a day, right? Think about and discuss with your parent or your friends and family member in order to decide. And if you need our help, then let us know. Okay? Thank you. Hold on a second, please.